I mean, looking forward into this grand final, you know, the Chiefs have got some big snipers on their own side, but if BBR are able to lock down a lot of those power weapons going into this grand final, then it feels like they've got some pop-off potential as well. So let's have a look at the maps that we're going to be seeing here for our first best of 5 in this grand final. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, BBR, if they want to take this tournament as a whole, they have to win this first best of 5. Then we go back into a bracket reset for another best of 5, and this is where we're starting out here. We're starting on Aquarius as a CTF here, so Hoggy, it's something you've touched on all day. BBR, they were able to take the Chiefs on this map in a few previous tournaments ago, but with a brand new roster, maybe a bit of extra changes, they might still be able to do it today.
No, definitely. We just saw them play this map, right? And they managed to beat Fraggers 5 caps to 2, I think it was. They clutched it out, and they just looked solid on that map, right? They knew how to play it, and Juckor obviously pops off on this map. And he's going to be a key for them going into game number 1, because he's going to need to stay at that level to sort of compete with Chiefs going into game number 1.
Exactly, and speaking of game number 1, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into it here. We're going to be jumping into Aquarius grand final between the Chiefs and BBR. Starts now.
You mentioned, Hoggy, just before that Juckor needs to stay on his toes, perform as consistently as he was, and I couldn't agree more. He's going up against some Titans right now, so he needs to make sure that he's coming out in full swing, putting all the gas on, no brakes, and just going full force. Juckor needs to absolutely perform and inability. Oh my god, I'm stumbling over my word. It's been a long night, Hoggy. Give me a break. So he can sort of stay consistent with players like Barcode, with players like Madsy, who have seen today perform so well.
Yep, and it's the grand final. Can BBR come all the way through this bracket from the open bracket to win the tournament? Wouldn't that be a wild story for the side of BBR as they go 2 down, and Pipz is already pushing through car. He knows the players behind him. It's Praties calling it out for him, so Pipz is going to turn around and try to clean up that kill, and he will get it. He will have to get the melee in. Barcode's in the base to take down Benjy as well. Can they get a flag run moving already? And they do. They're spawning over at Fridge. Barcode's got the flag on the run.
Already Barcode managing to stay alive for as long as he is, dropping that flag, giving it an inch to Praties. And as we say, the dirty man himself, the cleaner, getting in just to grab that flag, give it an extra touch and make a little bit of rotation. Pipz obviously calling out that he's one shot. Both players one shot now. They're going to get a little bit flanked. Pipz with the pistol isn't going to be able to connect those shots enough and put out enough damage. Unfortunately, that gives a little bit of an advantage into BBR right now, being able to push into Chief's side of the map.
Benjy thought he could go in and get a flag pull for his team, but he couldn't. The players of Chiefs spawned up in the base. Barcode got the shots down as well. He's got a player drop it on him. Barcode will take down Bradlls. 1 dead for each team. Juckor will get another. Jukkor's above him. His teammate takes it out. Praties gets himself a double kill. So we say Praties does whatever he needs to, but he's the slaying power in this first game in the grand finals.
Oh,
he goes in for another. Can he get himself a killing spree? He finds Bradlls. Looks like he puts a heat wave in the back of Pipz. He's really on fire.
Barcode in the backline too, giving Praties all the assistance he needs to. It looks like there's going to be another flag pull from Barcode coming out here. BBR's going to have to respond strongly in order to make sure that that flag doesn't progress the halfway point of the map. Barcode does get taken down, so that flag is in limbo right now. Juckor seems to be on it, returning.
Yeah, Pipz is trying to come in and kill him, and he does manage to get him. Praties is here again. He's going to grab the ball, doing the dirty work like we were saying. He's moved all the way across the map from top, middle, and P, and he's grabbed himself the flag. He's going to try run in. Nades and shots will come ringing out. So they're going to slow it down. They do manage to get Benjy and Bradl, so there's only 2 up for BBR. Praties is moving in. He doesn't even get shot, so they'll go up 1-0.
Good scoreline coming in from the Chiefs so early on in the game. That's exactly what they need. This is where we see the Chiefs excel. This is something that we've highlighted various times today, that they come in and they set the pace of the game overall. BBR managed to answer back very strongly in that best of 3 that we saw today, but for a CTF game, they're going to need Pipz. Interesting shots coming out from him now, but BBR need to make sure that they set the pace of their own. They don't start to crumble under the weight of the Chiefs. They are Titans, but BBR themselves are no laughingstock. BBR today have managed to answer some teams very convincingly, and they are showing that they are just as strong as a team like Chiefs.
Yeah, Pipz does the work in the enemy base, and Praties, he's going to grab the flag and get it moving. He's managed to get it halfway across the map. A player from BBR has moved the flag as well. They'll be moving it across P. Praties knows that there's a few players around him. Barcode comes through to help him out. The flag is down at the front of their base. They do get the return. Praties is moving it in. Adz will take down 1, but they will be able to get cap number 2. So Chiefs dominating the map at the moment.
Chiefs, yeah, absolutely. This is this is what we expect. You know, as an audience, as casters, we always see Chiefs come in so strongly to these maps, set the pace near immediately. That's exactly what they're doing. Praties picking up himself a last shot kill. Excellent use of the thruster there. Cross-map shots coming out from Adz. The Chiefs right now can have the ability to just hold it down. They can play defensive if they want to. Having to make up 2 caps is a huge task for BBR. And 2 players going down on both sides. It looks like Benjy might make a little bit of a play right now, but it just looks like he's trying to get some footing for his team.
Barcode's in the enemy base again. I think
Once
this is the
again.
3rd or 4th time we've seen him in there. Jackor's going to have to turn around to defend his own base. Put some shots down on Praties and backs down. He's going to have a player right next to him. That's Pipz will take him down. Barcode's still alive at the front of the BBR base, and he's wrapped all the way around. He's juked Bradlllzzzz out. He's going to get into a fight with Bradlllzzzz again, as he might try to run the flag. Pipz is in utility, and he'll go down. Barcode's still alive in the enemy base. He finally goes down. Praties gets himself onto P. He's been anchoring this spot for a while. He's been on P side for most of the last minute of the game.
Flag return.
Praties right now with that commando in hand, takes some rough team shots, unfortunately goes down super quick. And you are seeing members of the Chiefs sort of go down back to back to back. Unfortunately, that being said, Benjy does go down, Bradz goes down, and so does Adz, so that's 3 players down on the side of BBR, gives Chiefs plenty of space to move forward on, and we know how aggressive this team likes to play. At any moment that they get some space to wriggle, they get some space to move, they are going to take advantage of that through and through. Still 2 flags up on the board. BBR yet to make another touch on the Chiefs flag from when they previously were, Hoggy.
Yeah, Madsy being really aggressive into utility, so is Barcode. The heat wave feels like it's been in the hands of the Chiefs the whole game. Every time it's come up, they've had it. Pipz is trying to push across. His teammates have gone down. He'll grab the dynamo and nades. He does want to take a fight, though. I thought he would back down, but he hasn't been able to. His teammate does come in and help him. That's Madsy. Another player's flown through bottom middle in front of him. And Madsy will get taken down, but he will jump out to try and take out the one-shots. He gets Juckor. Can he get Bradlllzzzz? He does. He gets the double, and he's got the heat wave in hand. His teammate's moving it already through bottom P. He's got a player just above him. He doesn't know he's there. He's going to turn around. He does get the call out. He will turn around to clean up Adz. The flag has not moved anywhere, though, so they're not able to move it, but Pipz is doing the slaying.
It was a good pull from Barcode there to just throw that flag down. Unfortunately, BBR just had the base spawns and were able to counteract that pull so quickly. But I think we do see now the flag is still moving, Hoggy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it's made its way down that map a little bit further.
Yeah, Barcode's moved it a little bit further. Pipz is still alive. Surely he's almost on a killing spree, if not already. His teammate's running the flag in. It's Praties. He's doing the work again. He's got a nade come in behind him, but he manages to dodge it. The flag will go in for almost the 3rd time this game. He almost runs in the flag without getting shot once, but they'll go up 3-0.
Okay.
BBR do not have any control of the map anymore, Bluey.
Interesting little snippet we got there of Pipz with the needler. Not entirely sure how much damage he was putting out with that. Does unfortunately go down though, and I think Benjy just had camo. Unfortunately gets melted with it, so that is now out of play. Chiefs still being 3 up right now. Juckor manages to secure that kill, play for his life. But there's just no point where even after all these kills, even after a player like Juckor manages to stay alive on that dynamo spawn on that car side, they're never actually managing to make good footing off of it and pull the flag in a convincing manner. Adz manages to get a touch, but instantly melted right now. Benjy tries to follow up, melted again. Back-to-back kills coming out in the side of Chiefs, and BBR going down 1 by 1.
Yeah, and if we look at the scoreboard, you can see that the Chiefs are clearly slaying BBR.
Oh, yeah.
Bradlllzzz's trying to push in, though, doing the best he can for his team. He was all alone, but Adz has showed up to help him. He gets shot in the back, though, and Adz pushes in by himself. Benjy, last man up. Heat wave for Pipz. He's into utility. They're probably going to wait for them to spawn at the back of the base. They don't want to push in just yet.
Looks like they are setting up for another flag pull here, just trying to confirm those spawns. Adz is blue fridge side, so they know that. Madsy and Pip being together may be able to pull this flag, collapse on a couple of the players, but as I say that, Pipz is unfortunately flanked by Benjy. Madsy still just running the flag though, for free. He's taking shots, but you can see even when he's one shot, how far he's managing to take this flag. We'll see those long range shots come out, but it looks like Madsy should be able to get this pretty convincingly up for. Please, BBR, you have to answer back. You have to at least put 1 on the map for yourselves. You do not want to go down 5-0.
Yeah, such a clean run from the Chiefs. They played it really, really slowly, pushing into the base. They worked out that they weren't there. They managed to take down the members of BBR while they were running the flag, which means it's pretty much a guaranteed cap if you can do that. 3 down for BBR. Bradlllzzz's last man alive. He's right here. He will trade it out with Madsy. The flag is on the move. Juckor's trying to do what he can. He'll get shots on Barcode and have to back down. His teammate does go down in utility, so he's going to have to do what he
Wrong read on
can
the
for his
flag
team.
direction, though, there. Juckor thought he was just going to run it down that mid position. Praties reading Juckor's sort of flank there, and he does manage to take him down before he dies himself, but that's huge. Barcode just free running with this camo, about to put in. That's a 5-0 in name of the Chiefs. BBR go down without even managing to cap a single flag, Hoggy.
Yeah, Chiefs looking very dominant in game number 1. Not very similar to the series that we saw earlier today, but damn, Chiefs looking strong.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
As usual.
When do they ever look weak? I was about to say, when are they ever positioned when they're in weak? Even in that best of three that we saw before where Chiefs were playing against BBR, they were still a very strong team. It's just BBR were looking just as strong. That's the thing, you know. You have to... It's like a weight, counterweight kind of thing, and BBR needs to put that into effect soon, or they're going to see this series slip out of their hands very, very quickly.
Yep, 19 kills, 16 kills for either of them. Praties even up into the double digits as well. So just utter dominance from the Chiefs. The side of BBR didn't manage to really get into the Chiefs' space at all in that game. And it was nice to see Praties on screen continually over and over. You could see, we spoke about it before the game, the dirty work and doing things for the team. Every time he was on screen, he was running a flag, getting the kills, keeping his team's position on the map.
Always seems to be, you know, we just saw that finishing off a cap or backing up his teammates when they were making a flag push. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He's not afraid to put himself front and center and get a few more deaths than what some other players might like. But at the end of the day, he knows that he's doing the best for his team. He's making sure that he's losing his life to ensure that they win round or get a cap or whatever it is necessary. It's the best play for his team that matters.
Yeah, he'll do whatever it takes for them to win. And the way that we saw him play that game was exactly that, right? He was just playing to get his team the win. And it's one of the reasons why the Chiefs are so dominant. All 4 players working together to get the win. Nobody cares about who's getting the most kills or not getting the kills or whatever. It's just about working together as a team and playing the way they want to play.
Yep, exactly. It's very, very strong, fundamental, like 4-stack in a Halo game. We've talked to Barcode before about it. He's talked about it on his stream, and he said, you know, in order to be a successful team, in order to keep climbing up the ladder, in order to be able to put yourself in a position where you can play strongly against these NA players, you need to be consistent. You need to keep pushing as a 4.
Yep, we're going into Slayer on recharge, game number 2. The Chiefs are already up 1-0. It was a rough game for BBR. And the Slays are in favor of the Chiefs, but can BBR bring it back? We've already seen today that they are a strong team, and they can put up a fight against the Chiefs. They've had a tied game on this today already.
Please,
can
not
they
another
bring
one.
it to 50-50 again,
Do not
Louis?
mention that, Hoggy. We do not want to see it again. There's no way. BBR, I don't imagine would want to put themselves in those shoes once more, and I don't think that there's any way they're going to let that happen to the best of their ability. We already see off the break, Chiefs go up 2 kills, the difference, and Barcode immediately just going for that shock rifle with camo. Does land a nice shot on Juckor. Unfortunately, it wasn't a headshot though, and he's going to manage to just whisk himself away with that grapple, get away unscathed and unseen, camo in hand.
Yeah, this is not ideal for BBR. Juckor's the last one up. The Chiefs are up 6-1. Camo in hand with shock rifle. He doesn't manage to hit the first shot. He sees Benjy in front of him, who's a 1-shot.
Good cleanup.
Yeah, perfect use of the camo so far. He hasn't got himself caught out or anything. He's used the grapple hook to get away. He's still got the pulse rifle in hand as well, and he can use this to his advantage. We've seen him use it before, and he's an absolute beast, but he's going in with the grapple hook. He finds one. Can he get the second? Adz is jumping side to side.
He had to
he
reload.
runs out of ammo, so Adz will take him down, but he's going straight in, even with the pulse rifle in his back pocket.
Pipz challenging Juckor right now. Who's going to be the winner of this match? And it looks like Juckor comes out on top with a very convincing headshot right there. Pipz trying to slide in, show his aggression. Unfortunately, that doesn't go down in his favor. Juckor doubling back to look for the mangler that was in Pip's hand, looking to turn the tide a little with a weapon that is that strong, Hoggy. A bit of a discussion point that's been going on here today. 2 players of Chiefs located in C. Long haul. Barcode back on that high position that he loves, overlooking that tower that we see him there so many times. Unfortunately, no shock rifle in hand for him. Shots ringing back and forth between Juckor, but he does get flanked by Praties, and Praties does manage to take him down with a nice little back smack. And it looks like the Chiefs are going to be able to start rotating this map in their favor, holding down the positions that they want to, putting the pace of the game in their hands.
8 points of difference early on. What's new? BBR down by almost 10 kills in a Slayer. There's nothing different here for BBR. They're used to this, so maybe they can use this to get back in. It's going to be really, really hard against the Chiefs. They've got 3 players stuck at tower. The players of the Chiefs are all trying to go in. You can see the one-shots across the map. Juckor manages to get a kill. The shot's still out on Adz, and Adz will get taken down as well. bradlllzzzz is up, and they're spawning an elevator.
This free damage, he is able to pick these players at every angle. Barcode deciding to use the last grapple he has in his pocket just to secure that camo. Very smart play for him again, and he is once again back in this position of having both the shock rifle and the camo, being able to get into those positions as much as he wants. A double kill headshot with that shock rifle. He's going to be able to flank a little bit more here, as Pipz is probably calling out that player that's above him. Barcode doubling back to elevator though. Bit of miscommunication there, but he is going to be able to lay down just this perfect shot right into the head of Benjy. Benjy being laid out flat by it. Unfortunately, does get stormed by 2 players, taken out right quick. They have to shut down Barcode as quickly as possible.
Yeah, look at the kill lead though. They're up by 15 kills. 2 players straight into elevator to get the cleanups. The Barcode could not get. Benjy's stuck here in tower. He's got a teammate behind him. His teammates are most likely spawning right next to him. The shots across the map. By the pistol from Madsy.
Ambitious
He's hoping and praying. But the shots will ring out, and Praties again is on the flank.
Double kill with the Mangler.
Every time Praties is on the flank and doing the work, he's cleaning up the kills for his team, and Barcode just goes flying in to take out another.
Absolute just rip and tear coming through these maps right now. Barcode, the unofficial Doomslayer of Recharge, just coming out and just ripping heads. Every time we put the camera on him, he is just managing to take these shots with such confidence, and BBR have no answer for him. It doesn't matter how many times they lay out these shots and they ring out across the map, find contact with Barcode. He's just going to put that shock rifle to your dome and take you out in an instant.
Yeah, I think Camo's about to spawn, if not already grabbed. Adz is down at long haul. Barcode does not hit the headshot. He's going to grapple in to try help out his teammate, and he will be able to do that.
Oh,
he gets a remote detonation on a nade that was thrown from Pipz. He's got bradlllzzzz right next to him. He doesn't know he's there, though. He pops out, and he doesn't see him. He'll back down with the grapple hook, and he will stay alive. He does go down, though, in the end. He'll get cleaned up. Shots going across the map from Pipz. Pipz has got a player pushing him. bradlllzzzz goes straight in. He's got Praties there as well. Can bradlllzzzz get himself a double? His teammate cleans it up, and that's Benjy. He knows that there's another player here. He's going to push in. Surely his teammates have shots across the map, and they do. Madsy's weak. He's trying to push for him. Can he find him? He does get the melee in the end. So bradlllzzz's doing what he can for his team, but they're still so far down. They're down by 18 kills now.
Yep, and not only are they down by 18 kills, Juckor with a nice perfect there. They're down in such a defeating manner, Hoggy. Look at the scoreboard right now. bradlllzz 3 and 10. Benjy 4 and 12. How can you come back for this? This has to feel so defeating. You feel like right now you're just being absolutely put in a headlock. You're running out of breath. You have nowhere to move. The Chiefs are always on your flank, on your angle. You're always being laid into. Your shields never recharge. It must feel so claustrophobic for these players. Nice setup there. Beautiful read from Barcode. And I think that's just a catalyst for how this is going. Barcode and the rest of his team just have the reads on BBR at all points in this game.
Barcode's trying to find bradlllzzzz, but bradlllzzzz manages to get away. He'll jump back out. He doesn't manage to finish him. He's got Adz to his left, and nades come through, clean him up. bradlllzzzz did go down, though, in the process. Madsy trying to work to get the camo. Camo's up in 17 seconds. Praties is down at double stacks. He'll probably play his life, look to grab this camo. They don't have any reason to push right, Bluey. They just need to stay back, try to get the camo in their hands, and just close out the game.
Yep, exactly right.
Kills.
They have nothing to worry about here. They've got so much space to work with, even if these kills start to come out from BBR, which it looks like they are. They're managing to close up the gap a little bit more and more. Juckor with a nice double to just seal that narrative a little bit more. Adz with camo, and the Mangler should be able to get a good kill here on Madsy, but Madsy has his number in the phone book and is just calling him up right. He's telling him that he knows where he is, laying down those frags, but Adz is being able to respond confidently with that Mangler damage, and we are seeing the scores tie up a little bit more and more. BBR is actually making a very convincing comeback right now. Can they keep up this momentum, Hoggy? Is this a turning point for the game?
Yeah, BBR managed to get a couple kills. They'll take down 3 of Chiefs. Praties the last one alive, and he's right in front of Adz. Can Adz get the clean up on him? He will get one shot. He gets a second. He doesn't manage to take him down. That's a huge kill from Praties. It stops the momentum of BBR. BBR are only down by 7 kills now. They're somehow still in it. if they can play this slow enough and get the kills that they need, we saw just before that they managed to take 4 of Chiefs down, then they managed to get another 3 of them down to bring themselves back into the game. But BBR, they love to go down and they love to come back in Slayer.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen so many positions where BBR is 10 down and they manage to claw their way back up from the depths of despair and hell. And it looks like they're doing that at the moment, getting these kills where they matter, putting the team shots down, forcing Chiefs into very uncomfortable positions. But I say that, Madsy and Barcode, Batman and Robin getting kills after kills, one after another. Pipz gets himself another kill as well. There's only 2 more kills that the Chiefs need to secure yet another game and put another tally up on the board, Hoggy.
Yeah, BBR, the push gets stopped instantly by the Chiefs. They only need 1 more kill. Can Barcode do it for his side? He's trying to challenge. Adz will take down Madsy. Barcode's looking across the map with some shots. There's players come behind him. There's still 1 kill left. Barcode's going to try play it slow. He's going to try find Benjy. Benji's weak. He does make him 1 shot. Camo's up in 2 seconds as well. They're grabbing the camo. Praties is going to grab the camo. He's going to push up here with Barcode. Let's see if they can get a kill. He's got himself the shock rifle in hand. Can he get the headshot for the win? Oh! He doesn't. He misses it. Barcode's pushing in, though, to try to get the kills. He'll take on Benjy. Bradlllzzzz is there, though, and pushes him back. He goes down. Pipz is looking across the map, but he can't see anyone to take down. Praties has got a weak player in front of his 1 shot, and he does take him down. The Chiefs will win the Slayer, and they'll go up 2-0.
Oh, Juckor. Man, oh man. Like, so unfortunate. It comes down to those split decision, instances, and unfortunately Juckor just with a very poor rotation in that moment, being locked down on that bottom gold stairs. That's not where he wanted to be. There were too many angles for Chiefs to be able to lock him down, and especially when you have Praties with the shock rifle with camo, just a free push on his behalf, takes him down 2 quick headshots with the shock rifle, and that seals the fate right there of BBR for that game.
Yeah, 50-41 the end scoreline, and I mentioned earlier today, if the BBR boys go down by 10 kills against the likes of Chiefs and Divine Mind, they're going to struggle to bring it back. And it wasn't just 10 kills, it was 20 kills. There was a point where they were down by almost 20 kills, and they almost brought it back, but you can't do it against the Chiefs. It's just too tough. You can't be going down by that much.
Absolutely. That being said, Hoggy, they did still manage to create that gap at the end.
They rallied.
They did rally, absolutely. And there was only a 9-kill difference between the 50 being match point and the 41 on BBR's end. So as much as they did unfortunately take the L on that game, they came back very, very convincingly. They rallied really well at the end there, and that's a huge point for them to be able to take away from this particular match.
Yeah, and I think it's something that BBR can go back and work on, right? For Slayers specifically. We've seen it today multiple times where they go down, and in the past, that it's just something that they can't be doing every week in and out. They're not going to be able to keep up with the top teams. As all these players get better and better, BBR are going to have to step up their Slayer game. There's just something that they're not doing quite right in terms of teamwork. It's almost like when they're getting toppled over, they continue to get toppled over. But when they're toppling over the other team, they continue to topple over the other team, right? They feed off the momentum that they gain, and the other team just gets the momentum and they can't bring it back.
We've spoken to Adz a fair few times now. We've spoken to Juckor, and I think a good thing to take away from them is they're still a team that is learning. They're very aware that they are a stack of 4 that has a lot of kinks to iron out within their roster, which is, that's not me putting a slight against them or saying anything bad on their behalf. That's really good to have. Their self-awareness knows that they can start to iron out those kinks faster than a lot of other teams in their position would. Going into Game 3, they have had a breather, albeit for only 60 seconds. So let's hope going into this 3rd game, they can look at what they need to iron out and adjust that on the fly.
Yeah, game number 3, it'll be Streets Oddball to close it out potentially for the Chiefs. Can BBR bring it back? We've seen them earlier today with strong performances. They've picked it up in game number 2. Even though they went down, they brought it back towards the end. Can they use that momentum to help them get this game and bring it back to game number 4 and potentially game number 5 as we jump on board with Barcode? Who better to start off with, Bluey?
Yep, we could see a textbook comeback come from BBR here. This was the map that we witnessed before. You witnessed at home if you were paying attention. This is the map that BBR made Chiefs sweat a little on. That being said, doesn't look too crash hot from the get-go. Barcode having rockets straight off the bat. Very, very convincing push early on from the Chiefs. They do have ball in hand, and that time is racking up quite quickly. 15 seconds already at their mantle.
Yeah, both rockets used perfectly to get himself 2 kills. Madsy will take down a player as well. Adz will get another. The players of BBR are trying to swarm in for the ball, but Barcode manages to get himself a double. He will challenge for the triple and somehow stays alive. I don't know how he's alive. Jukkor's right behind him, and he still manages to live. Bradlllzzzz is pushing bottom middle. He'll call it out to Juckor. Can Juckor find him? Jukkor's just around the corner. He's gone up to A. Barcode's trying to sneak around. He'll find Juckor, and Juckor will take him out. So Juckor will get Barcode. Can he live? No, he can't. The team of BBR are trying to push in. Benjy's already into PD. Madsy's just keeping his life as best he can. His teammate's got himself the Bulldog. So the ball is being grabbed by the Chiefs, and they're going to grab some scrap time now. They've moved 23 points and 0 for BBR, but BBR, they keep pushing through Arcade, and they've managed to stop the points from racking up.
They have managed to stop the bleeding just a little bit from in this position, though. It's a tough one for BBR to make because now they have to put themselves in a role where they can get a hold of that oddball and start to stack up that time. Right now, you can see Pipz with the long-range Sentinel beam for 1. But the Chiefs are just playing a very defense-heavy game right now. They're just wanting to put slays on the board, which is something that, of course, we know this team excels at. Barcode, 7 kills already on the board. Bradlllzzzz struggling with just 1. You know, Adz on the team of BBR putting up 4. They have a lot to catch up on in terms of pressure in order to start to even this game out, Hoggy.
Yep, Adz the last one left. He's just trying to put shots out to try to stop them from grabbing the ball, but the Chiefs will start moving it and try to get themselves a setup. Adz's teammates have spawned up. The rockets are in the hands of Pipz as well. He will get 1. Doesn't manage to clean up Adz, but Madsy will clean him up. Pipz will find another and make him weak, force him back. They do have the PD setup going. He's got a player next to him inside PD, and there's one in Arcade. He's trying to challenge Benjy, but he does thrust out. Another player pushes in. They get 2 of them. Somehow Pipz is still alive, and the ball is rotated all the way through to Arcade.
It's been a slow rotation, but it's been a really effective one. BBR sort of tunnel visioning on a couple of those players there. You saw Brad's just kind of aimlessly jump through tires, wander through, and immediately get swarmed upon by 2 to 3 players, going down in an instant. That is not the kind of tunnel vision that you want to have in this particular instance. It's not all about the ball, a game that Chiefs know all too well. They know how to balance between objective play and Slayer play. They excel at one, and they excel at the other at the same time. So it's going to be it's a very tough task for BBR to be able to, you know, make a successful push, make a good hold at this point. They do have slight glimmers right now, but they've still got 60 points to make up for.
Yeah, it's a setup now for BBR, but Juckor's going in. He'll trade out 1 kill, but he'll probably lose his life for it, and he does. So that might be the difference between BBR holding this setup and not. Benjy's also 1 shot. The spiker nades come in. Another nade comes in from Barcode to take him down. Bradlllzzzz is stuck in PD. He's 1 shot as well. He'll go down. A player from BBR looks like he's just pushed into PD, and he'll go down as well. So 3 dead for BBR. The Chiefs had the ball again. The BBR did not last very long with that setup, Louis.
No, they did not. Unfortunately, a hail of grenades comes out from the Chiefs side, and they take down the forces of BBR near immediately. You know, BBR unfortunately only able to hold that position for about 13 proper seconds. 13 score points on the board, Hoggy, and that is just unfortunately not what you want in these positions. You want to be ensuring that you hold these positions for good lengths of time, especially against a team like Chiefs, because Chiefs is going to get in that zen, that mode of just steamrolling you over and over and over again. Madsy gets taken down with the rockets, and hopefully that should be able to provide BBR with a little more steam, but at the moment, Hoggy, I am not convinced.
Yeah, BBR finally have a bit of the ball. Praties is trying to go on the flank with Bradlllzzzz, and 3 of his teammates are on the upside of the map. Praties is distracting the hell out of BBR, but Adz is trying to stop them from pushing in. Another player will come from bottom middle. Perfect nade from Bradlllzzzz to clean him up. 2 of his teammates go down. They're tied 2v2, but Bradlllzzzz throws the ball bottom middle. I like that play ball. Pipz will get another. It was 3 down momentarily for BBR, but the ball got put bottom middle. Can the Chiefs get out with it?
Ball is bottom middle, but Praties immediately on it. Yep, the cleaner himself just going in, feet first, managing to grab that ball, do the dirty work, and take it back to PD, a position that they're all too confident with. There's about 15 seconds left to go. Pipz, unfortunately, whiffing on that Bulldog. 2 kills coming out for the side of BBR. Those are good kills. They need those right now in order to stop that progression of the ball. But unfortunately, BBR still needs to put them in a position put themselves in a position, I should say, to grab that ball and start getting some points.
God,
Barcode, jeez, come on, mate. Putting on an absolute clinic, a perfect kill, and then an out BR for the second. This man is on fire, but hey, Hoggy, when is he not?
Yeah, the side of BBR, it felt like their comms were not on point. We were watching Benjy trying to keep Pink Street from being pushed, but Barcode was behind them the whole time. The comms did not come out. They did not realize he was there, and because of that, Barcode gets himself a double kill. Madsy grabs the ball. They only need 4 seconds, 3 seconds left. Looks like the Chiefs will win round number 1.
The Chiefs are up 1 round, and now BBR has a monumental task. We've said that more than enough times tonight, but this is a real one. For BBR, it all comes down to the wire. This is it. They need to ensure that they need to win this round and the next one. Hoggy, I'm fingers crossed for him. I'm praying, but right now with the gameplay that we're seeing come out from BBR, I don't feel like this is the BBR that we were witnessing before.
Yeah, there's just minor mistakes in their setups each time, and it gets broken instantly by the Chiefs because the Chiefs' teamwork has been perfect throughout majority of all these tournaments. The ball will go in the hands of the Chiefs, and so will the Rockets. Barcode's got him again. They know that the BBR are up at PD. Barcode's just going to play these stairs, but he manages to take himself down. Unfortunately, the Rocket will drop down on the B stairs, and Pipz has the ball at back C, and they're getting charged from BBR.
Yep, Pipz looks like he's going to take a bit of pressure right now. Benjy deciding to take a fight on B ramp there. Bradlllzzzz was also there providing the backup, getting a little bit of score time for himself, just deciding to milk that time. It does have to go at 1v1 against Barcode. Almost takes it. Unfortunately, he does go down. Adz is going to be in here to swoop the ball like a vulture, hopefully get a couple of scraps himself. Unfortunately, it is a very hard task. Juckor does take down Madsy, going for that cheeky little boost there, and those Rockets were down, which could prove pivotal to BBR if they don't know if they're there or not.
Yeah, Barcode's the last one up, and they've found them spawning at Cafe.
Ooh.
Can they keep them staggered here? They do find one. Barcode's there as well. Will Barcode be able to push in? He's staying alive somehow. Both players from BBR go down, which is not ideal. So BBR stuck in the back of C, and the Chiefs do manage to break the setup. They grab the ball, and they'll take their own setup in Tram.
Tram setup coming in again from Chiefs, something that was recently favoured in that best of 3. Both teams seeming to gravitate more so towards this position, I should say, sorry. We did see a lot of PD play come out, but this is the exact opposite side of the map. Right now, time is ticking away. The score isn't that much in favour of Chiefs right now, but as I do say this, you know, Benjy sort of rushing in, going down. Pipz so aggressive with that shotgun, gets absolutely blasted through the air. See you later, and 3 go down for BBR.
Yeah, the Rockets are always in the hands of the Chiefs. I don't think the BBR boys have picked it up once. They do have it now, though. There was one Rocket already used. Can they use this to their advantage? Benjy will grab one. The shots from the Stalker Rifle come out, though, and he'll go down as well. They rotate the ball straight into BBR, but they take him down. Juckor's trying to come in. There's one member left up right in front of him. Juckor will take the fight, and he will take down Praties. The ball will be moved back towards Tram. Can BBR hold this setup?
Tram
and if we're looking at the score,
as well.
There's only 7 points to difference. They're holding up much better in this game.
Yep, absolutely. Seems like a lot of improvement is coming from this second round. BBR paying attention to where they're spawning, especially when they have the ball. Juckor juggling the ball to Tram, knowing that he had 2 of his team members spawn there. Bradlllzzzz unfortunately does go down, and we are seeing the hail of nades start to come out. BBR needs to react off this set of spawns. Barcode gets taken down by Juckor there. The Sentinel Beam bringing out from Chiefs once again, a play that we've become all too familiar with. Curiously enough, Juckor is going to try and chase him down just to make sure that he can't apply more pressure on his team as Adz holds this ball once again.
Yeah, Barcode takes down Juckor. Pipz is going in. He's got Barcode behind him.
What?
He will find Benjy. The last players from BBR around the corner. He's going to wait for his shield. They push out towards him. Adz, can he get the kill? This will be big for BBR. He doesn't manage to do it. Barcode gets the kill. The ball's back in the hand of the Chiefs. But look at the score, Bluey. It's tied up. BBR managed to take the lead, and they drop it out quickly. But maybe they can bring it back again.
Yep, tied up. Chiefs do take a minor league. They drop the ball. They get it once again. They're making sure they can secure the slays. I don't think they want to play with petty time here, Hoggy. I think they want to go for all or nothing. They want huge chunks of time to be able to separate this scoreboard enough from the members of BBR, because I think it speaks volumes right now how BBR is playing. Unfortunately, as I said, that did go down 3. But I think the Chiefs are responding very, very well to what BBR is putting down. BBR is certainly giving them a fight right now.
Rockets again for Chiefs. BBR's only going to have one rocket to work with, but
Benjy.
Benjy puts it to use straight away. Gets the double. He's one shot. He knows the player's pushing him with the nades. Gets himself. Adz picks it up, and they've got the control again. They managed to break the Chiefs setup. Madsy's coming straight in, though, to take out Benjy. He will go straight down, and he's already up to the side of Tram. He does back down, though. He's got his teammate there. That's Praties.
We need to see a rotation from BBR here because we're going to see a full push from Chiefs. Actually, maybe not a full push from Chiefs, but a 3-man push from Chiefs on one side of the map, and Barcode is off on his own, doing his own thing. So BBR need to be smart here and start rotating the ball when necessary. They're getting the kills required. You know, BBR down 2. They did only trade. Chiefs only traded out 1 kill with them. They did make a good little rotation there. They are taking it back into Tram. They're holding good time right now, Hoggy. This is a big improvement from what we saw previously.
Yeah, this is the same game mode that we saw the Chiefs and BBR go up against each other before, and it was down to 2 points the difference in the end. Barcode with the huge double kill. BBR are all down. The scores are tied still. Each team only managing to grab scrap time at the moment. No one's able to hold a true setup. Can the Chiefs finally hold out? The BBR boys are only going to have 1 or 2 chances here, depending how long they get Chiefs to drop the ball for. Praties gets a perfect 4-shot. Adz is trying to push in. He knows he's there, but he does manage to get him. Madsy will take down another. They're just back and forth. The ball has been rotated, though, all the way to A.
Yeah, they are rotating at Cafe side. Strong rotation from Cafe side. And then Madsy, he's on his own just providing those cross-map shots. He's giving support to his teammates on those rotations. They know that rockets are about to come up in about 15 seconds, I believe. Madsy gets caught out position a little bit there. Adz able to grab a hold of this ball right now, but does get taken down immediately from a Hail Mary frag from Praties. Another one in the hands of Barcode, just racking up those kills. Bulldog in hand as well. We're seeing another back Cafe rotation come out. Pipz with the rockets too.
Again.
Big shutdowns coming from the Chiefs. This could sum it up all. Now there's only one strong fundamental push from BBR, but they are taking down left, right, and center. Only 3 seconds left to go, Coggy. I think it's safe to say that the 6-peat champions take another one under their belt. 6 in a row, baby. 6 times champions in the ANZ region. That's the Chiefs. That's what we know. That's how they play the game. And that is not the BBR that we saw before, but that was definitely the Chiefs that we're used to seeing.
Absolute freaks of nature here are the Chiefs. Completely untouched throughout the entirety of Halo Infinite right now. 6 tournament victories in a row, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have put a legacy on Halo Infinite, and we're only a couple months into the bloody game. I can't imagine what these are going to do when we get deeper and deeper into Halo Infinite, lads.
40,
right
hold
now,
on, Luke. Newsflash, 40 and 13 from Barcode. What? How do you let a player get away with 40 and 13, 8k damage on the board from him? What are these numbers? 2 triple kill. I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm done.
Like, what are you even supposed to say about this kid anymore, guys? Like, the fact that we've been looking across today at this Chiefs roster and everybody has been stepping up. You come into a grand final, you look for your superstars to stand up. It's not like the Chiefs were ever in a bad scenario where their backs are against the wall. They did this in 3 maps in a best of 5. Barcode still put up big numbers like that. And I think just looking forward, when these guys get in the zone, when these guys start to think about another tournament championship underneath their belt, they seem to step it up to another level, Hoggy, and I think right now they have certainly transcended. I think this might be the lucky KFC uniform for Barcode because this man is putting up some dirty numbers for us today.
Yeah, maybe he needs to keep it on permanently from tournament to tournament now because he stepped up again today in the grand final and in the final game, right, when they needed him, right? Because this was the game where BBR could have easily come back into it. They almost beat them earlier today on this map, but the Chiefs dominating again. They had almost every single rocket